Hey everybody, welcome back to Mildly Interesting, brought to you by our sponsor, which just so happens to be extremely interesting, the like button. Make sure you click or tap it down below the video, and let's start off with number 19. My bachelor's degree is signed by Arnold Schwarzenegger. I mean, I figured as much. It'd be a University of California diploma, which is signed by the governor. So either you're saying it's mildly interesting that Arnold was at one point the governor, or that it's mildly interesting that the governor signs University of California diplomas. Either way, I went to University of California. If I had gone a few years earlier and not dropped out, I too would have a diploma signed by Arnold Schwarzenegger. Another mildly interesting fact. But I dropped out. Found an IRL thinking chair at an estate sale today. Wait, I'm thinking. Hold on. This is Blue's Clues, right? Oh God, it takes me back. Oh man, didn't Steve just have that thing on Twitter the other day and everyone was responding about how they were crying as a result of it? And everyone was like, oh my God, the nostalgia. I remember Blue's Clues when I was a child. The same response that I get when people are like, oh, I watched your videos as a child. And I'm like, well, at least it's not just me. Even Steve gets it too, except more people know who Steve from Blue's Clues was. Did you get it? No follow-up there, you just said you saw it, but did you buy it is the question. How could they offer it for sale? Unbelievable. Even if it doesn't match the decor of the house. Come on, that's gotta have a special place somewhere. Just make an exception for it, right? How could you get rid of it? My mac and cheese flavored dust are two different colors and they match the box discoloration. Wait, like one of these boxes is way older than the other box? Or they were actually slightly colored differently from the factory, and then the cheese powder inside actually matched each of them. I can't tell which this is. Did the cheese powder somehow like fade in one of them? Even though the sun only was like hitting the outside of the box, but somehow it went into the cheese powder? Or did they change their formula and they were like, well, we need to make sure it matches on the outside of the box as well as the cheese powder, and it's just like really good attention to detail? Like, I wanna know the explanation for what happened. What was the order of operations that took place here? Oh man. I do love me some Kraft macaroni and cheese. This video not sponsored, but if you guys want to hit me up, like, I don't know. I would take Kraft Mac and Cheese over some like gourmet restaurant stuff sometimes. I really love it. You like sprinkle a little bit of lemon pepper on the top. Sounds weird, but it's like, oh, that's so good. Oh, it's such a good little thing to add. Oh, it's so good. Kraft Mac and Cheese, lemon pepper, the days, man. My odometer has no 0, 1, 2s, 3s, and 4s. What? 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4.4. I see. What? Oh, okay. I was really confused by the title. It has no 0s, 1, 1, 2, 2s, 3, 3. I thought he was just like kind of repeating himself. It's just like, why are you saying every number twice and stuff? Yeah, I did. Every time that I hit like, a repeat digit or like, a flat 10,000 or something like that on the odometer, I'm always like, should I take a photo? Should I take a photo? And then I never take the photo. And then like, I should have taken the photo. God dang it. It would have been a good tweet. Maybe I'll do it next time. And then next time arrives and then I don't take the photo. Did you plan this? You must have pre-planned this. You got it to exactly the point you knew it needed to be and then reset the trip odometer. This is first degree Reddit karma planning, okay? And I refuse to believe otherwise. This isn't coincidental. Neurologist let me take a picture of my spinal fluid after my lumbar puncture procedure. Oh, God. Needle, like, in the back. Oh, no. I hate it so much. Oh, please. I know that the older I get, the more I'm gonna have to experience and be around needles that will get increasingly larger and larger. Like, I bet you that the needle that does that is like an absolute behemoth. It makes me so uncomfy to look at, knowing the process that probably went into getting that. Like, just a big fatty old needle just right into the back. Oh. A real and very rare $500 bill. Wow. Would you say that might even be worth like $500? God, that's crazy. There is also a $1,000 bill. I know they're not made anymore, and you're probably like supposed to return it to a bank if you have one. They're probably like not supposed to be in circulation, but if you got one, you'd be like, oh, this is cool. Also, somebody wrote 1,000 on the bill. Were they confused? Were they like, wait, it says 500, but I prefer that this was worth 1,000. What's the 1,000? I'm pretty sure that it's Cleveland who's on the $1,000 bill, right? This is McKinley. I wouldn't have known that if it didn't actually say McKinley there. I'm, you know, other than the ones that are like on the primary bills you see, you know, the ones, the 5s, the 10s, the 20s, the 100, I wouldn't really know too many outside of that. Also, though, I have to wonder, like, it's got to be a primarily U.S. audience here to upvote this, because if someone posted a 500-pound note from the U.K. and was like, wow, isn't this mildly interesting? I'd be like, I don't know. Is it like an uncommon one to see? Are they not made anymore? I don't know the history of your 500-pound notes. Like, do people from other countries look at this and they're like, cool, I guess, it's $500. What's so special about, do you not see them often or something? Like, I don't understand what's going on here. I found a plane wreckage while hiking in a state park this weekend. That seems like it's been there for a little while. I feel like a few other people have probably found this before, but oh boy. Hopefully that had an ejector seat or something and the person managed to get out beforehand, because otherwise that probably didn't end very well. Whenever I am like watching movies and they're like crash landing a plane or a ship, and it all just like happens really gracefully and the whole thing lands and it's like it's perfectly intact on the ground, you know, just a little bit of smoke coming out of the tail. I'm just like, I don't think it would have turned out that way in real life. They're going really fast. Probably not going to go well. The level of the snowflakes in this sealed decoration shaped like a cone, right side up versus upside down. Huh? Oh, I get it. Oh, that's actually kind of cool. Yeah, just like the difference in volumes between the top and the bottom of the cone. And that's why you get through your martini glass drinks very, very quickly. You know, you get a few sips at the top, it doesn't go down too much. And then you take like a handful more sips and you're like, wait, what the frick? It was just like all the way. It was just at the top like 2 seconds ago, it's all the way up there, and now it's gone. What the frick happens? Wait, it's like half of the volume is like that, and then the rest of it is like that. Thank you, cones. Much appreciated for your trickery. Fairy ring that grew in my yard. I'm pretty sure if you like dig under there, there's buried treasure. That's like the end of the rainbow or something like that. I tried to dig down through a ring like that in Minecraft the other day, and I didn't find anything, and I was very disappointed. The whole chat, they were like, bro, look, you're on a treasure map. You're looking for the treasure. They didn't do an X marks the spot. It's probably in that ring of flowers over there. Okay, you idiot. And then I'm like, I don't see the ring of flowers. Where's the ring of flowers? And then I'm going around trying to find the ring of flowers, finally find the ring of flowers. And then I dig in and I'm like, cool, there's nothing here. What was the point of this? This is stupid. Why did they mark off this ring of flowers on the map and then there's nothing in it? Who does this? This is trickery. This is deceit. Why would you? Anyway, I was disappointed, to say the least. Probably don't eat those. The way the mud froze on my truck looks like a painting of the forest. Forrest Gump? Oh wow, it really does. It's like some artistic work right there, bro. If you got like really close in there with the camera or something, and just on, not the part with the gas tank, you could like sell that off as a painting or a print or something, and no one would know. You could take it into Photoshop, you tweak the hue a little bit, make it a little bit more green rather than brown, and people would be like, oh wow, that's a really cool painting that you did right there. Very, very awesome. Incredible, the brushwork you've done on this thing really emphasizes, and then they'd use a whole bunch of artsy words. And then after that's all happened, you could like do the grand reveal of, nah, it's literally mud on my truck. And you guys are over-analyzing it very, very significantly. My glass measuring cup melted in the microwave. You know, that's probably not good. Is it? Wait, it's actually Pyrex. Like you can see over there, a Pyrex? Pyrex is like the name brand for this thing. Pyrex is like the Kleenex of tissue papers is to glasses, if you know what I mean. And it melted in the microwave? Is your microwave a blast furnace? Did you not realize this? Are you sure it's actually a microwave? Like what? I don't think you're supposed to be able to like blow glass with your microwave. That seems a bit intense. But okay, my oven shows the time that you started cooking in case you didn't set a timer. That's very nice. How does it know when you put the food in though, right? Because usually you preheat the oven and then once it's up to temperature, then you just open it up and put the food in. But how would it know? Does it actually know? Does it have a sensor that knows you actually put a tray in of stuff? Because that's pretty impressive if it does. Or you could have my oven, which decided, I don't know if it's like just too hot on my top floor, which would be ironic that an oven would have problems with overheating the clock. given that it's an oven, but that's beside the point, where the display isn't like showing most of the time anymore. Sometimes it'll come back, other times it's gone. And we were baking the other day on a live stream, and the timer just started going off because we tried to set the timer, and I'm like, I don't know what to press to turn this off. Like, the display isn't on. I don't know how to stop the timer. It just keeps beeping, and I thought I was going to be living with a beeping oven for the rest of my life. Thankfully, it's stopped now. The pumpkin pie I bought contains finger, pumpkin pie, salt, cinnamon, finger, nutmeg. Let's just, we put a little extra special flavoring in there. We hope nobody notices, but I guess legally we do have to put it in the ingredients list. So we'll just hope it slides under the radar. I mean, we've gotten rave reviews about this thing. People really seem to like it. They can't put their finger on what it is that makes it so delicious. We wish we didn't have to give away the secret ingredient, but alas, government requirements and stuff. Vape detection in our school restrooms. This restroom is being monitored by a vape detection device. I wouldn't have believed you if you told me that this was going to be an actual thing. Like when I was in high school, vapes, they didn't really exist, I don't think. And, you had some kids who would smoke like after school, outside of the school, maybe at the skate park. I'd see that. But there wasn't really anyone trying to like sneak that stuff on campus in school, to my knowledge. Granted, I didn't really run with that crowd. But vape detection devices. Nice. You mean like a modern smoke detector or something like that? Or you just mean someone's like monitoring cameras in the bathroom, which would actually be not good to have cameras in the bathroom. My $10 trillion Zimbabwe banknote I use as a bookmark. I wonder what that's actually worth in terms of, like US dollars at this point. Hey, well, the way that inflation is going, it might not be too long until we learn that 10 trillion US dollars is just worth a bookmark. Oh, good. It's nice to see that data come out every month about the consumer price index and how it's up gigantically, more massively than it ever has been since like the 90s or 80s or what have you. So don't worry, not too long. Or maybe, well, it would be a long time probably until someone's posting on Mildly Interesting. But, $10 trillion bill. Isn't it interesting that I use it as a bookmark? RIP. My dad found a face as the pocket of his pepperoni pizza pants. You can't just make the pepperoni pizza pants like just the casual mention in the title. Like the Mildly Interesting part is the face, but you're kind of like skipping over the whole pepperoni pizza pants. Did you get them for him as a gift? Was this last Christmas? There's a Christmas tree here. Or were you just like, you weren't able to wait for another few weeks? You're just like, no, it is December. It is now Christmas time. We are gift exchanging every single day of the month. You better have a new gift for 25 straight days. Okay? We expect one gift every day. Every day is Christmas morning. It is December. Have some pepperoni pizza pants. Wow, look, there's a face in the pocket. Isn't that mildly interesting? A salt crystal I grew at home. Oh, that's very satisfying looking. It's so rectangular prismy and so 90-degree angles everywhere. That's so cool. I guess you could salt is a preservative itself, so you could just put that somewhere and just let it be there and sit and look cool. Be a conversation piece. My able-bodied wife found herself in a fencing tournament with a wheelchair-restricted opponent. Wait, she had to sit in the wheelchair too, but there must have been heads up about this. Because if you are used to fencing standing on your feet, then it would be like a heck of an adjustment to then be presented with like what looks to be a special wheelchair, like it's on a platform. How is it? Like, is it controlled by spinning the wheel? Or like, is there a joystick or something? Like, I don't know how there's cables coming to this thing. How does it work? And then you have to all of a sudden learn how this wheelchair is like controlled and stuff. You would get absolutely owned, bro. Like, I'm sure that the person who is used to doing this in the wheelchair is like probably an absolute unit at it and to just be like, oh, by the way, this is now what you're doing. You'd be like, I have no idea how to do this anymore. Wait, what? How? I don't know what to do here. And the top for the last month, this window in a local library that goes into a creek. Wait, like your library is partially underwater? That's so cool. It's like looking out of a porthole on a boat. And you know, it's like the part of the boat that's under the water line. That's super nifty. I wish it were slightly clearer. It's a little bit murky, but I guess, you know, creeks are oftentimes pretty murky and stuff. Well, some are nice and clear. There's some rivers that are like crystal clear. I guess it just depends where you're at. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Probably just like a mess to maintain though. Just having like part of your building literally underwater. Oh God, dude. It's a mess enough dealing with what rain and stuff can do over time if you have an issue, but just like having your building partially underwater, fork that. Maintenance nightmare, no thank you. But cool. Anyway, that's it for the last month of Mildly Interesting. Hopefully you've enjoyed. Make sure to like if you like, subscribe, turn on notifications, hit the bell, check the playlist if you want to catch more Mildly Interesting, or click on one of the end screens, and that's pretty much it. I'll see you next time.